Starting in the circle for the Titans, number 14, Natalie Cepeda. Designated player.
Welcome back to Panther Softball. Starting lineups tonight for your visiting Medina Valley Panthers. Coach Arlinda Buentella filled out her lineup card as follows. Leading off and playing third base, Madison Guerrero. Batting second and behind the plate this evening, Hayden Renslow. Batting third and inside the circle for the Panthers, Trista Miller. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, Katie Burris. Batting fifth and playing left field, Madison Sotelo. Batting sixth and playing second base, Gabby Cancino. Batting seventh, the extra hitter, Kaylee Upton. Batting eighth and playing first base, Mackenzie Kennedy. Batting ninth and playing center field, Elena Gonzalez. And the flex player and playing right field, Aubrey Dominguez. And we are going to take a break for the national anthem. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Coach Timmy Calorilo turned in her lineup card as follows. Batting first and playing second base, Ileana Kirkendall. Batting second and playing shortstop, Yasmin Fernandez. Batting third and doing the catching, Alyssa Pena. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Destiny Fulgham. Batting fifth and playing third base, Ariana Galvan. Batting sixth and playing right field, Blanca Sanchez. Batting seventh and playing first base, Natalie Cepeda. The designated player will be number 15, Hannah Williams. In center field, number 3, Eliana Arce. And in right field, Alexis Lozano. Inside the circle will be Natalie Cepeda. So for the Panthers, Guerrero, Renslow, and Miller, 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. The seeding part of the district is all four teams tied for first, but means the head-to-head matchups between the four. Medina Valley is playing Southwest Legacy for the third and fourth seeds in the district. Guerrero takes the second pitch for a strike, evens the count at 1-1.
Welcome, Maury. I think we got all our technical difficulties figured out here. Welcome back if y'all are with us.
That ball is hit in the center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, so a leadoff single by Guerrero.
And, Maury, the girls need to have a good showing tonight. I know it's a third, fourth place seeding game, but confidence-wise, Medina Valley needs to play really well tonight.
Coming off of back-to-back losses to Floresville, the final game in district, and then a pre-warm-up game, a loss versus Cornerstone. So the Panthers need to get back on the winning track. Renslow now at the plate, swing and a miss for first pitch from Cepeda. No balls and one strike. Maury Stein along with Jeff Stivers, and sitting in is David Burris, who will be running the 3s and 4s next week, as Jeff will be out of the box and David will be running the 2s and 3s. Renzo takes the 0-1 pitch high and outside, evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking a trip to Louisiana to watch my son play.
One ball, one strike. Wow, that's a weak effort at a bunt there.
It really was.
I mean, if you're going to bunt, you need to square up. You're the second batter in the lineup. You need to give yourself up there and get that runner to second base.
If you're going to, looks like, I think it's the first time that Renslow's been in the two-hole. And, you need to have confidence in bunting if you're going to put somebody there.
The 1-2 pitch is just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Once again, we see Legacy trying to attack that outside part of the plate, which they've done a lot to Medina Valley in the last 2 years.
They've lived on that outside portion of the plate.
Except the last game, they, were forced to throw strikes over the white, and Medina Valley took advantage of it.
Cepeda, the 2-2 pitch, and that's lifted in the
gapper.
Shallow right center. That's going to fall down for a hit. Guerrero will all the way to third base. Renslow to second, a double for Renslow.
Good indication here early, Maury, that the bats are working. Anytime you can hit the ball in the power alleys like Guerrero did and Renslow did in the first 2 at bats now, or you're seeing the ball well and you're swinging the bat well. So a couple of power alley shots get the Panthers in scoring position with Tristan Miller up.
So Tristan Miller steps to the plate with runners at second and third with nobody out. First pitch way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Now, Jeff, the previous game, Southwest Legacy did not start Cepeda. She came in relief. The 1-0 pitch is down low, 2 balls and no strikes. First base is open, but you got a dangerous hitter in Katie Burris waiting on deck.
Yeah, I kind of like this setup that Coach Buenteo has put together here. Got a lot of pop in the lineup early.
The 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, you can't just pitch around Miller now. You got to pitch to her now because you got Burris behind her. The 2-1 pitch. Ball low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Guerrero at third, Renslow at second. Leadoff single and then a double by Renslow. The 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. So the first 3 Panthers reach base. Katie Burris steps to the plate. Bases juiced with Panthers. Wind is blowing a little bit out from right to left, so anything up in the air has a real good chance to leave this ballpark.
Is that out? When I was down there earlier, it felt like it was blowing in my face, and that kind of now it does look like it's blowing right to left a little bit. With this stadium setting, maybe it's a swirling wind.
Could very well be, but
St. Mary's has really done a nice job of fixing this place up from what it used to be. Maury, you said this is the first time you've been here in several years.
It's the first time I've been in this new setup. Did some ball games back in the early to late 90s when it was still at the previous spot.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really, they've done a really nice job here.
So Katie steps to the plate, takes the first pitch low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. A little meeting at the mound by Legacy. Pretty sure Coach Buentelo told Katie after that visit to the mound, be a little selective here. Takes that pitch high, 2 balls and no strikes.
This is we talk about situational hitting a lot more, and right now the situation is Katie needs to look for something belt high or above, something that she can get in the air and to drive into the outfield to do nothing less than to get the run home from third.
2-0 pitch. Big swing, fouls that back at the catcher's feet.
She tried to hurt somebody with
that
swing.
one wasn't to stay into the ballpark there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That had double B written all over that, a Burris bomb. 2 balls and 1 strike. Panthers bat here in the top of the first. Bases loaded, nobody out. The 2-1 pitch to Burris. Strike called, evens the count at 2-2. Katie making sure of the count from the umpire. The 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And, Jeff, that was a pitch right there that in the first game Medina Valley played, that would have been a strike all night long.
And last year, the one game we played.
Glad to see they're making the pitcher work. Payoff pitch to Burris. Changeup, grounded foul.
And
sitting all over that one, just couldn't sit back enough.
You know, Katie is she's a playmaker, and she wants every opportunity right here to make a play. But sometimes you got to just settle for what you're given. And if it's a walk, it's an RBI. If it's something that you can hit in the air for an RBI, it's a RBI. But any way you look at it, she needs to try to get an RBI here. The infield's playing in already too, Maury.
They're looking to cut off the runner at the plate. The full count pitch. That ball is a ground ball to third baseman. Off the glove of Galvan, comes home for the out. Snap throw down to third, not in time.
That's not a good break there from third base. But, the third baseman made a heck of a play as she stayed with it and, stayed in front of it, knocked it down, picked it up with her offhand, and threw her out at home. So
Galvan stays with it. Madison Guerrero retired 5-2 for the first out of the ballgame. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Madison Sotelo. Madison takes the first pitch low, 1 ball and no strikes.
This is really, when you put Sotelo in the 5-hole now, Maury, you've really put together a pretty stout lineup.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5 can easily get you a few runs with 1 swing of the bat. Madison takes that pitch for a strike, evens the count at 1. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out.
Madison needs to continue right here to be aggressive.
Renslow, Miller, and Burris on the bases for the Panthers with 1 out.
Same situation here. You want to try to get something you can hit into the outfield.
That's a ground ball to short, off the glove of the shortstop. And it's going to be an error on Fernandez. E6, a run scored for Renslow. Panthers get on the board, 1-0.
And here you go again, Maury. Go ahead with this one. I'm sorry.
That's going to bring up the second baseman, Gabby Cancino.
Here's another one now. This is a veteran player. Your 6-hole is usually your second leadoff player. You usually want to have your 6-hole as another leadoff batter. And Cancino definitely fits that role as the first of the year. She was the leadoff batter.
Gabby takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Miller at third. Burris at second. Sotelo at first. Panthers scratch across the run so far in the first. Gabby takes the second pitch for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, she's being a little too selective there, Mario. Both those pitches look pretty good.
Those were close enough where he can put the ball in play. Gabby stands back in. The 0-2 pitch from Cepeda. Shot right back up the middle. Way too much of the plate there. The run will be waved home. Burris will stand up. A 2 RBI single by Cancino. And on a 0-2 pitch, that was way too much of the plate by Cepeda.
Yeah, you kind of wonder what she was thinking about. And looks like we're going to have a pitcher change like Coach Camarillo did the first time we played. She kind of rotated pitchers in every other pitch.
And this was the young lady that started, Blanca Sanchez. Started both games against the Panthers. So with the break in the action and change of pitching, we'll take a commercial break. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther softball as the Panthers have scratched across 3 runs here and still bat in the top of the first. Kaylee Upton, the extra hitter, steps to the plate now for the Panthers. Sotelo stands at second. Cancino at first.
And what I can do Friday,
no balls in 1 strike.
I can Friday.
Ball low, evens the count at 1, 1-1.
Make sure you get everything right. Sorry, you heard me there, Maury.
1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Another knock.
That's a shot. You got to go, Madison.
Sotelo needs to be going forward, not backwards.
Yep, she kind of get caught out of position as she didn't know where the shortstop was playing, but as soon as she sees that ball's over the shortstop, she's got to be moving to the next base.
So 4 hits already for the Panthers. That's going to load the bases once again. Mackenzie Kennedy steps to the plate for the Panthers. Sotelo, Cancino, and Upton. Just 1 out so far. Panthers send the 8th batter to the plate in Kennedy. Bases juiced. Mackenzie, good swing, fouls that one back off. A good aggressive swing there by Mackenzie.
This is the first time we've seen Kennedy in the lineup in a while. She may have gotten to bat Monday a little bit, probably.
The 0-1 pitch backs her off, evens the count at 1-1. Has 4 home runs on the season. Sanchez checks the wristband, the 1-1 pitch. That ball is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. No place to put Kennedy as the bases are juiced with Panthers. As Medina Valley has scratched across 3 runs here on the top of the first and still batting. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3 balls and 1 strike. Couldn't ask for a better start for Medina Valley. The 3-1 pitch. That ball is lifted. That's a shot. That's going to be off the bottom of the fence. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Upton's going to be waved home. The throw is not in time. A 3 RBI double for Kennedy. And the Panthers have extended the lead now to 6-0.
Great job of hitting there by Mackenzie as she got that ball on the inner half of the plate, and she was able to get those hands in tight and get the barrel on it and barrel it out to left center field power alley for a 3-run double.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, the number 9 batter in the lineup, Elena Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the first pitch for a strike right inside under the hands. No balls in 1 strike.
And Maury, this is the kind of start that they had against Legacy the last time they played them.
Gonzalez awaits the 0-1 pitch, squares around, bunts it back into the screen.
You know, in a situation like this, Maury, I would like to see this young lady swing the bat. I know that she's your best bunter and that you're bunting her, all the time for a base hit and stuff. But in this opportunity with a 6-run lead in the first inning, this is a great chance for her to just swing the bat and see what she can do.
Down on the count, 0-2, just off the plate. Sanchez picking at that outside, but did not get it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at second. 6-0 is your score in favor of Medina Valley. The 1-2 pitch, and that backs Gonzalez off. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And Maury, tomorrow we're going to have the boys' game on. We'll have that live.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting. Hopefully they get rained out. I don't mean that as a negative way, but we sure could use the rain.
The 2-2 pitch is low. So after falling behind 0-2, Gonzalez has battled back, and the count is now full. Guerrero, the leadoff batter, waits on deck for the Panthers. The Panthers are going to bat around here in the first. Payoff pitch, and that's low, ball 4.
Great at bat there by the young 9-hole batter.
So Guerrero stands up at the plate. Guerrero is 1 for 1. Was eliminated 5-2 at home plate for the only out of the ball game. Kennedy at second. Gonzalez at first. Guerrero takes the first pitch for a ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. If you've just joined us, the Panthers have batted it around and have scored 6 runs, have 2 runners on with just 1 out. Guerrero again up, and that ball is going to be out of here. That's a Guerrero grenade. That's halfway up the hill. That's a 3-run home run by Guerrero. That has extended the lead now to 9-0. A 3-run shot there by Guerrero, her second hit of the ball game. That's going to play Kennedy, Gonzalez, and Guerrero.
And that was a no-doubter, Maury. She got a pitch that she was looking for, and she turned on it and hit it a long ways.
And Coach Camarillo is going to take another visit to the circle, and we'll take a timeout with her. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther softball. 9 runs scratched across here in the first, as the Panthers will send their 11th batter to the plate, Hayden Renslow. Hayden doubled and scored the first run of the ball game for the Panthers. Takes the first pitch from Sanchez low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. A 3-run grenade by Guerrero. Previously, right before that, a 3-run double by Kennedy. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. As Cepeda started the ball game inside the circle for the Titans, 4 runs belong to her. The 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Changeup.
You know, another thing, Maury, is I don't know if there's rain in the area, but there's rain in the forecast, so you want to kind of play this game and try to get through at least 5 innings so it's an official game, just in case.
Doesn't look too threatening. The 1-2 pitch
no, but it's
is
muggy.
outside. It is muggy.
The energy out there for rain is there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hayden Renslow, the catcher for the Panthers, at the plate. Shortstop in on 2 steps and makes the play. So F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. That's going to bring up Trista Miller. Miller walked and came around and scored the second run of the ball game on the error off the bat of Sotelo. Sanchez delivers. Miller takes the pitch low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Kind of like these uniforms too, Maury. The black pants with the orange and white stripes and the orange jersey on top.
The 1-0 pitch. Like it better than the White Sox look that they wear sometimes. When I say White Sox, everything's bunched up in the middle.
Yeah.
The 2-0 pitch. Strike call, 2 balls and 1 strike. That wasn't the pitch Trista was looking for. That was a little bit up. Sanchez with the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Galvan over to Fulgham at first base for the putout. 5-3 if you're scoring at home for out number 3. But for the Panthers in that run, 6 hits, 9 runs, 1 left on base. We're through half an inning. The Panthers 9, Southwest Titans coming to the plate. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the bottom of the first. Legacy will send to the plate Kirkendall, Fernandez, and Pena. Trista Miller inside the circle. Hayden Renslow behind the dish. Kennedy at first. Cancino at second. Guerrero at third. Burris at short. Sotelo in left. Gonzalez in center. And Dominguez in right. Miller staked with a 9-run lead here. First pitch to Kirkendall is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, Trista has to love this situation.
Well, yeah, come in with a 9-run lead, first pitch you throw. I think any pitcher would enjoy that.
The 0-1 pitch. That ball is lifted back out of play. Renslow will run out of room. No balls and 2 strikes. Miller twirls the ball. The 0-2 pitch. Guerrero with it. That's off the glove. That's an error to start off the ball game. Panthers cannot sit back and relax on this lead. Shortstop Yasmin Fernandez now steps to the plate for the Titans. So Kirkendall at first on the error. Fakes the bunt. Pulls it back. Takes the pitch for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
That's what they got tonight.
1 ball and no strikes. Miller delivers. Shot inside the hole in between first and third. Dominguez bobbles it. Kirkendall will go to third base, so a single and another error on the play. And the Titans have runners at first and third with nobody out.
And, as much as you'd like pitching with a 9-run lead to start it off, this is definitely not what you want to see, if you're the pitcher.
No, you
and
induced the
they're
ground ball.
They're calling in the outfield and everybody.
You induced the ground ball and could not.
I don't think, the umpire's not going to allow that. They won't let you call in everybody, whoever did that. They're going to break that up real quick.
Well, they allowed it.
They allowed it, but he's out there breaking it up right away.
So runners at the corners with nobody out. 2 errors in the ball game already for the Panthers. It's going to send up the catcher, Alyssa Pena.
And now, Maury, what you need to do is
get an out somewhere.
Just get an out. Don't
you
worry
give
about
up a run for
scoring.
an out.
Yeah, just get an out somewhere. Play good defense.
That's a shot in the left field. That's a base hit. So an RBI single for Pena. 3 batters faced, 3 batters on base. RBI for Pena. 9-1. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. First baseman Destiny Fulgham, the cleanup hitter at the plate for the Titans.
Well, Maury, 3 hits in a row now. And
well, I have 2 hits and an error, but
that's right. Yeah, because the first
that ball
one
is
was
lifted
an error.
into.
It's infield fly.
Burris takes charge behind third base.
Yeah, so the first one hit to Guerrero was an error, and then there was 2 singles with an error in right field on the base runner that went to third.
Well, I'm just saying the scoreboard says 3 hits.
Yeah, it's not correct.
So Ariana Galvan steps to the plate, the third baseman for the Titans.
But the score is correct.
Runners at first and second with 1 out now. First pitch is low, ball 1.
So one thing Miller is doing, the first couple of batters is she was attacking the strike zone. And, she's got a variety of pitches, and one of her strengths has been, working the corners and keeping the batters off speed, keeping the batters off balance. And, she just needs to get back to what she knows how to do.
Galvan takes that 1-0 pitch for a ball. 2 balls in those strikes. Fernandez and Pena on first and second, respectively. A bunt to Miller. Miller over to first to Kennedy for the putout.
That's all right.
We'll take that for out number 2. 1-3 for the putout. Runners advance to second and third, but 2 outs now.
And one thing
for the right fielder who started in right field, the pitcher now, Blanca Sanchez.
Yeah, one thing you will do is when you have a 8-run lead is you will trade outs for advancing runners.
So let's see if Miller can work out of this little jam here with just giving up 1 run. First pitch to Sanchez. That ball is lifted to Tello in left field, and over and makes the play. 2 steps through the foul ball territory for the putout. F7 if you're scoring at home. For the Titans, 2 runners left on base, 1 run scored, 2 hits. After 1 complete, Medina Valley 9, Titans 1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The folks from Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm invite you out this weekend to enjoy Belgian sausage on a bun, fresh cut fries with their homemade andalouse sauce, or a Belgian waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and Belgian chocolate drizzle. They've got lawn games and a pretty cool playground to keep you and the kids entertained. Open Thursday through Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Check out shotandbowl.com or their Facebook page to see upcoming live music and public events. If you're looking to host an event of your own, consider Shotzi's Barn and Barnyard. It's got some good old-fashioned rustic charm with lots of fresh air. They'd be honored to celebrate life's best moments with you at Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the second. 9-1 is your score in favor of Medina Valley. Panthers will send to the plate Burris, Sotelo, and Cancino. Katie Burris is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice, scored the third run of the ball game. So 4, 5, and 6 for the Panthers here in the second. Blanca Sanchez back in the circle for the Titans here to start the second inning. First pitch to Burris is way high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
So, Maury, against Eagle Pass win, the girls scored 4 runs, 6 runs, something like that. They scored a bunch in the first inning, and then their bats went quiet. So that's got to be something they need to try to correct in this game.
Ground ball to third. Galvan across the diamond to Fulgham for the putout. F3 for out number 1. Going to bring up Madison Sotelo. Sotelo reached on an error and scored the 4th run of the ball game for the Panthers. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Ball is lifted in the center field. RC under it and makes the play. F8 for out number 2. It's going to bring up Gabby Cancino. Gabby singled on an 0-2 pitch up the middle. 2 RBI on the base hit. Also came around and scored the 5th run of the ball game for Medina Valley. Takes the first pitch high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
If you're Legacy, this is what you wanted. 2 quick outs, chance to get out of the inning in a quick, timely fashion. If you're Medina Valley, you want to get some base runners. You want to continue on with what you've been doing.
Keep the pressure on. 2 balls and no strikes now with 2 outs. Sanchez with a 2-0 pitch. That's foul back. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, good swing there by Cancino. She was sitting on that 2-0 pitch.
Gabby steps back in. Sanchez with the 2-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen. Evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second.
Maury, you're like a machine today. You're not into this as much, or what? What's going on with you today?
I've been messing with pollen and oak leaves and stuff for the last 2 days.
Well, I knew you didn't quite sound the same.
The 2-2 pitch. Ball is lifted in the shallow right field.
That's
it will
trouble.
fall in for a base hit right over Kirkendall. So that's the second single of the ball game for Gabby.
Well, you knew it was a matter of time before Cancino started swinging a good bat. We've seen her for too many years now in that spot swinging and getting those hits to right field.
So 7 hits already for the Panthers. That's going to bring up Kaylee Upton. Upton singled, drove in a run, and scored a run. So she is 1 for 1. First pitch to Kaylee is inside tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Sanchez looks at the wristband, the pitch chart, the 1-0 pitch. High and outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Same thing here now. Sanchez getting behind the hitters, and with a 2-0 count, Upton should be looking for something to, drive right back up the middle.
And a 2-0 pitch. Ball inside, 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 pitch. Strike call, 3 balls and 1 strike. Just been kind of a dreary day all day.
Yes.
Haven't seen the sun at all today. The 3-1 pitch. Ball 4.
Ooh.
Oh, no. A strike called across the letters, right across the Panthers.
That was a...
On Upton's jersey, she kind of thought it was ball 4, but the home plate umpire didn't agree. The payoff pitch. Ball is lifted, foul, out of play. Count holds at 3-2. Gabby Cancino at first should be moving on the pitch as it's full count with 2 outs. And pitch is on its way. Ball 4. Third walk of the ball game issued by Titan pitching. Mackenzie Kennedy steps to the plate. Kennedy with a double, 3 RBI, and a run scored. She scored on the home run by Guerrero, a 3-run shot. Kennedy with 3 RBI of her own. A ringing double off the left center field wall. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, that was a good take there by Kennedy, as that pitch was a little bit, kind of right at her knees. Not a real good pitch to drive. Early in the count, anyway.
2 runners on, 2 outs. Cancino getting a favorable lead.
And Maury,
after
that's
the pitch.
one thing right there that Kennedy has learned. That was a changeup in the dirt. Early in the season, you see her swinging at that pitch because she kind of guesses. Looks like she's learned from, her at-bats over the course of the year.
A little bit more discipline at the plate.
Absolutely.
2 balls and 1 strike now is the count. Cancino at first, up at second, Upton at first. Sanchez with the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
That
second inning.
That changeup was a little bit up, and she swung at it, which was a pitch that she probably should have swung at. 2-2 now. She might get that fastball off the plate again.
And a pitch. Shot at shortstop right at Fernandez. Fernandez didn't have to move as Kennedy hit that ball well, but F6 for the putout for out number 3 for the Panthers. No runs on 1 hit, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Medina Valley 9, Southwest Legacy Titans 1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the second. Medina Valley in front 9-0. Titans will send to the plate Cepeda, Williams, and Arce. 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup. As Miller back in there in the circle for the Panthers. First pitch is ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Nine runs for the Panthers in the first, 1 by Southwest. 0 for the Panthers in the second. The 1-0 pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, Southwest has put the bat on every one of their balls, Maury. They've made outs and got hits and errors. So they're hitting the ball. They're hitting it right at us, making outs. But what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that there's not as many strikeouts tonight for Miller as she's accustomed to.
Well, and a 3-0 count to the leadoff batter here in the second. Pitch is a strike, 3 balls and 1 strike.
I don't think she has a strike. No, I know she doesn't have a strikeout yet.
Only the second inning. The 3-1 pitch, fouled back, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big aggressive swing there by Cepeda.
Yeah, and Trista's done a good job of working her way back.
Cepeda started off inside the circle for the Titans this evening, but was relieved midway through the first after yielding 4 runs. Payoff pitch. That ball is lifted high and will drift out of play. Count holds it full. Like to see Trista get her first strikeout here to start off the bottom of the second. After falling behind 3-0, has battled back to a full count. The payoff pitch, ball low, ball 4. So a leadoff walk. That's the first walk of the ball game. It's going to bring up the designated player, Hannah Williams.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give free passes. You know, if they're going to come out and hit the ball, that's one thing. No free bases.
First pitch to Williams. Strike called, no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes. That's more like it for Miller here. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cepeda stands at first, the leadoff walk. Miller now with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 1. It's going to bring up the center fielder, Elena Arce. Arce bats now with 1 out. Cepeda still at first. Swing and a miss way behind that pitch. No balls and 1 strike. I was going to say, it looks like the mist might be getting a little thicker out there, as it kind of looks like it's a little foggier. A bunt down the first base line. Miller with it to throw to first in time for the out. Sacrificed by Arce. She's retired 1-3 for the putout. Cepeda moves to second base. We move back to the top of the order. Kirkendall now steps to the plate. Kirkendall reached on an error and came around and scored on the Pena RBI. So she is 0 for 1 with a run scored. Takes the first pitch, strike, no balls and 1 strike. Cepeda stands at second with 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch to Kirkendall is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch to Kirkendall, swing and a miss. Swung at 1 about eye high there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Slightly open stance. Miller with the 1-2 pitch. Strikeout. That's a backwards K. A strikeout looking to end the inning. For the Titans that inning, no runs, no hits. One left on base. We're through 2. Panthers 9. Legacy 1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to third. The Panthers will send to the plate 9-1-2. Elena Gonzalez leads off. Gonzalez is 0-4. Walked and scored on Guerrero's 3-run home run. So no official at bats with a run scored. Sanchez back out there in the circle for the Titans. Gonzalez takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Elena with a good at bat as she fell behind 0-2, but then fought back and reached on a walk. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to Kirkendall. Kirkendall to her knees, down, back up, and makes the play. Good play there by Kirkendall. 4-3 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. We're going to go back to the top of the order now. Madison Guerrero. Guerrero is 2 for 2, a single, a home run, a run scored, and 3 RBI. So perfect at the plate so far by the Panther third baseman. Sanchez delivers. The first pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Sanchez, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Third baseman Galvan over to first for the out. 5-3 for out number 2. That's going to bring up this catcher, number 2 batter in the lineup, Hayden Renslow. Renslow is 1 for 2, a double, a run scored, and then lined out to the shortstop. First pitch, and that ball is fouled back into the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Nine, 7-2 for the Panthers. 1-2-1 for the Titans. The 0-1 pitch. Ball low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Renslow steps out of the box. Couple of practice swings. Now back in. Awaits the 1-1 pitch from Sanchez. High, 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice crowd here this evening, David, for both teams.
They're both representing, Maury.
As they always do. Southwest and Medina Valley travel well. 2-1 pitch is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Tristan Miller waits on deck here with 2 outs. If Renslow can reach safely here in the third.
I see some umbrellas out on Maury.
I do too. I don't like that. 3-1 pitch. That ball is lifted down the first baseline. Oh, great play there by Sanchez. Almost brings that ball in. gave it 100% as she sold out there, but just could not get to it. But not because of a lack of effort. It's going to fill up the count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. It's kind of misty, but what you don't see is you don't see kind of any of those clouds that's going to produce any lightning for any kind of delay. Just got to avoid the rain. The payoff pitch. Shot to third baseman Galvan right at her for the putout. F5 if you're scoring at home for the out. For the Panthers, no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Medina Valley 9, Southwest Legacy 1. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to the Panthers Radio, as sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the third. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for the Titans. Fernandez, Pena, and Fulgham. First pitch to Yasmin is a strike call. No balls and 1 strike. Yasmin is 1 for 1, singled in the first inning, but was stranded at third base. The 0-1 pitch. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Miller gathers herself. Now toes the rubber. And the 1-1 pitch. Ball is lifted, foul out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catcher Pena waits on deck, as the Panthers had pushed across 9 runs in the first. Legacy scored 1, and that's been all the scoring in the first inning, 9-1. The 1-2 pitch is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Miller's really working up and down. First 3 pitches were high, tried to sneak one down low.
Trying to work it all over the strike zone there. And the 2-2 pitch. Wow, just inside, tight inside on the elbows. Fills up the count. Wow, it was a close pitch to take there with 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. That's way high. So a leadoff walk into third. So Alyssa Pena will step to the plate. Second walk of the ball game issued by Miller. Pena is 1 for 1 with a RBI as she drove in Kirkendall in the first inning. Pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. That's 2 balls and no strikes. I know you don't want to make a mistake here, Dave, but you can't afford to walk these batters. You need to make them earn their way on first base.
No, she's getting a little wild right now, but let's see if she can settle down. She's done it all year.
2-0 pitch. Ball is swung on and fouled off down the first base side.
Even that pitch was a little high.
I was going to say Pena helped her out there because that looked like that was ball 3. She chased one a little high and out of the strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. Fernandez, the runner at first. That ball is lifted, foul out of play down the third base line. Evens to count at 2-2. Miller with the 2-2 pitch. Low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Pena waits for the payoff pitch. Foul down the first base line. Right at the base of the Panthers dugout. The count holds it full. I'm working out around this pole here. I'm thinking I'm at Medina Valley's old football press box, having to look around a pillar right in the way. Full count pitch,
Good
a backwards
pitch.
K, a strikeout, looking for out number 1. That's what Tristan needed right there.
Excellent placement.
Going to bring up the first baseman, Destiny Fulgham. Fulgham lined out to Burris at shortstop, her first at bat. First pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Fernandez at first. A leadoff walk. 1 out now. As Fulgham at the plate. Down in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Clean up batter for Legacy. Fouls that one down the first base line. Way behind that pitch. Miller came with a fastball and Fulgham just could not get the bat around in time. Katie Burris doing a good job of getting that ball in. It rolled around down there a little bit, and you got to believe that the grass is wet. So she did a good job of asking the umpire for a brand new nuclear grapefruit out there. The 0-2 pitch. Right up the middle, and that's too much of a plate there for 0-2 count as Miller made a mistake right there. Base hit for Fulgham. That's going to bring up Ariana Elizondo Galvan. Galvan is 0 for 1. She grounded out to the pitcher for the second out in inning number 2. Runners at first and second with 1 out.
Looks like we're going to be changing balls out
quite often when it gets onto the turf out there off on the grass. Mist is getting a little bit heavier as the game has moved on. That ball is a shot that's going to be down the line, but foul off the top of the fence, right off the padding on the top part, but foul. As Miller got away with another mistake there as Galvan gave that pitch a ride. Just foul. Back-to-back pitches right over the heart of the plate. Just a lazy strike, though. The 0-1 pitch. That's a shot into left center. That's going to be down for a hit. Gonzalez will bobble it, and a run will score. So a single by Elizondo Galvan. Another run on the board for the Titans. 9-2 now is the new score. Blanca Sanchez now will bat. Blanca flied out to end inning number 1. So a single and an error on that play. Run scored by Fernandez. Ground ball to third, just foul. Guerrero had the right idea. She was going to third base to eliminate the lead runner. But the ball was in foul ball territory. So 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Fulgham stands at second, Galvan at first. Sanchez swing and a miss. Snap throw down to first, not in time. Tried to backdoor Galvan. Sanchez down in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Miller delivers the 1-2 pitch, and that's fouled. Back into the screen. Count holds at 1-2. Miller gets a new softball from the home plate umpire. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Big out right there, Maury.
Very big out. 2 strikeouts in the inning now. That's going to bring up Natalie Cepeda. Cepeda is now playing right field. She started out for the Titans inside the circle. Cepeda has no official at bat. She walked to start off inning number 2, but was stranded at second base. Miller delivers just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. And he hasn't given that pitch, David, all evening.
No, as long as he's consistent.
Absolutely. The 1-0 pitch. That's a strike called right under the hands.
He definitely likes the inside pitch.
He
Maury.
definitely does a lot more than he likes the outside pitch. Or outside corner, should I say. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Just in tight, 2 balls and 1 strike. Titans with a run across here in the third have inched a little bit closer. It's 9-2 now in favor of Medina Valley. 2-1 pitch, and that's a line shot in the right field. What a play! But Dominguez cannot bring it in. Right off the heel of the glove, 1 run will score. Dominguez laid out for that one, David, and it looked like it went right off the heel of her glove.
It would have been an unbelievable catch. He was coming forward full speed and just couldn't hold on to it.
But a great effort out there that's going to bring in Fulgham from second base. So an RBI single for Cepeda that's going to bring up Hannah Williams. Williams was a strikeout victim for the first out in inning number 2. Now steps to the plate with runners at the corners with 2 outs. Takes the first pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes. Galvan at third. Cepeda at first. That ball is lifted down the first baseline. Kennedy gives chase but runs out of room. Evens the count at 1. The Titans are just chipping away 1 run at a time here. 9-3 now is your new score. 2 runs pushed across here in the third. The 1-1 pitch, high, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, scoreboard saying 12 hits already, Maury, in 3 innings of work. So both these teams are coming out hitting today.
They're aggressive. And there's a couple of times that the pitchers have kind of really made some bad pitches with 0-2 counts. Bunted, foul, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the batters, to their credit, when the pitchers have made a mistake, they've made the pitcher pay for it.
They're also hitting all spots of the field.
Exactly.
I've seen them in left, right, center. They're really going where the pitch is pitched.
Absolutely. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Big out here for the Panthers and Miller inside the circle. Change up, foul back. Just got enough of it there to keep the bat going was Williams. I thought Miller had her third strikeout of this inning, but Williams just got enough of it. So here comes the 2-2 pitch once again. Almost got her to chase that. She held up. Now the runner at first should be in motion here with a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Number 9 hitter Arcee waits on deck. Swing and a miss. Got her with that high pitch for the putout for the Titans in that inning. 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 left on base. We're through 3. Medina Valley 9. Southwest Legacy 3. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the 4th. 9-3 is your score in favor of Medina Valley. Panthers will send to the plate Miller, Burris, and Sotelo. 3-4-5 in the order. Miller is 0 for 1, walked and scored a run and grounded out to the third baseman Galvan.
Maury, Panthers need to try to get a little something going here. Been 2 innings in a row now where they got a couple of outs early. They did get a couple of base runners late in the last inning, but weren't able to advance them. So,
well, in the last inning, we went down in order 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we sure did. Yeah,
in the second inning, we got 2 late base runners, but it was pretty slim in the inning before.
You're in the meat of your order right now, so you need to be in there swinging the bat and getting some base runners.
You got 1 ball and 1 strike now to count to your number 3 hitter, Miller.
Put a little pressure back on the green team.
Absolutely. The 1-1 pitch, ground ball foul.
And Sanchez has kind of settled in, and
she has.
Throwing her changeup for where she wants to spot her changeup, and she's done a good job.
She's working ahead in the counts.
Yep.
As she is right here, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, foul back, out of play. Count holds at 1-2.
We're going to have a softball merry-go-round here. David was right. We need some towels. We need,
I was just going to say, I wouldn't doubt next time Miller steps to the mound if she don't have a towel.
Yeah, in her back pocket.
In her back pocket, yes.
Probably need a rosin bag or something out there, too, but I don't see one.
Sanchez checks the pitching chart. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second base. Kirkendall over. Throw to first in time for out number 1. 4-3 for the putout. That's the 6th ground out of the ball game issued by Southwest pitching. And the Panthers are going to send to the plate a pinch hitter for Katie Burris. Burris fielder's choice, a ground out, scored a run in the first inning. So number 1 will step up to bat for the Panthers. That's Ileana Salazar.
Not real sure. I guess I'm not real sure, Maury, what's going on here. Katie Burris.
Well, is Katie a pitcher? Could she be warming up now? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know why you would.
I don't either, but I'm just
why you
trying
would
to
pinch hit for your player going to Angelo State to play college softball. I don't know.
So Salazar takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Way up in the batter's box. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back. No balls and 2 strikes.
Sometimes coach just goes with a gut feeling. And, if you remember back about 2 years ago in the 3rd round of the playoffs, she pinch hit for Katie Burris with a freshman that hadn't batted in about 2 months.
That was at Judson ISD that day.
No, that was at Jordanton.
I remember it was a red school.
Yeah, it was at Jordanton, and, and with bases loaded. Sometimes the coach has to call what they call and roll with it, and it's a gut feeling. And
Salazar fouls that 0-2 pitch off. Blanca Sanchez checks the pitching chart on the wristband. And the 0-2 pitch. That ball is lifted. Will it stay in play? Third baseman gives chase, but just runs out of room.
Tell you what, she did a good job of getting over there to the rail. Just couldn't reach over the rail far enough to drag that one back in.
Fulgham needed to be about 3 feet taller and a longer wingspan to catch that one, but she was in play. Just ran out of room right against the railing of the Panthers dugout. So here comes the 0-2 pitch for the 3rd time. That is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Salazar still with that lead foot right on the front of the batter's box. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Second out of the inning comes with the strikeout. That is only the first strikeout through 3 1/3. Going to have another pinch hitter now at the plate. That's going to bring up number 21, Lauren Hendrickson. Hendrickson will bat for Sotelo. Sotelo reached on an error, scored a run, and flied out to the center fielder.
I don't know. I'm perplexed. Meat of your order. Two girls with 1 swing of the bat can add a couple of runs.
3 girls.
3?
Miller.
You got 3, and you're in the middle of your lineup, and maybe this is an opportunity to give these girls an at bat, but.
Hendrickson takes the pitch for a ball. Ball 1 ball and no strikes.
We don't know what goes on.
Nope.
Maybe the girls missed a sign or something their last at bat. Maybe something happened that we're not sure of, and as fans, we could just sit here and we're cheering on the team and hope everything works out in our favor.
Henderson takes the 1-0 pitch for a ball.
Hendrickson.
2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Before I say who's on deck, I'm going to wait and look.
It's Cancino. She's 2 for 2.
The 2-1 pitch is a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And you do have a 6-run lead, so maybe this is an opportunity for Coach Buentello to see a couple of girls with live action, get them some live at bats early in a contest.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Sanchez delivers a swing and a miss. So the Panthers go down in order, 2 innings in a row, 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Medina Valley 9, Southwest Legacy 3. Panther softball will continue in a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 4th. The Legacy Titans will send to the plate 9-1-2. R.C. Kirkendall and Fernandez. R.C. is no official at bats as she laid down a good sacrifice bunt in the second inning. So R.C. playing center field for the Titans this evening. Miller back out there for her 4th inning of work for the Panthers.
Yeah, Miller needs to have a good inning here.
Ball is lifted out of play. No balls and 1 strike.
She's faced, she hadn't faced the minimum yet, but she did face 4 in the second.
But struck out the side, surrounded by a couple of hits. The 0-1 pitch, just off the plate, 1-1.
Miller's asking, where was that pitch? Low? Okay, thank you.
All you can do is ask.
Yeah.
Boy, don't you think that Barrera would be giving this guy a hard time? Floresville. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He would have been wore out already.
Yep.
2 balls and 1 strike now is the count to RC as she leads off for the Titans here in the bottom of the 4th. Panthers 9 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors.
Hey, Maury.
Southwest 3-5-1.
Sorry, but one thing we've not yet mentioned is, congratulations to the Legacy Titans and Coach Camarillo. This is their first ever playoff appearance. So they've done a great job over there in the last 3-4 years building the program, and, they're in the playoffs. It's a shame they don't get to play for first place like they should, like they deserve, but it is what it is.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. As RC kind of lost the handle on that. Did a good job of just making sure it didn't go too far. And you can just tell how wet it is as Coach Camarillo is asking for a towel.
Yeah, the umbrellas are definitely out, and it's a heavy mist, and we need to get another 2 innings in here, Maury, so it's an official game.
1.5, actually, isn't it? A 5, isn't it? 5 complete?
Yeah, after 5.
So we need 1.5 more.
Oh, that's right. We're the visitors. Yep, inning and a half. And then it can
do whatever.
Downpour.
2-2 pitch, fouled off. Count stays at 2-2. I don't think anyone would complain if after the 5th inning it would just open up and rain.
Well, I think Coach Camarillo would want another 2 innings to try to scratch out another 6 runs or 3 runs or whatever it may be. 6 runs, hopefully.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
Nice pitch. Had her off balance. She was leaning one way, looking for something inside, and Miller hit it off the outside corner.
Strikeout for Trista Miller. And Jeff, just as you said, Trista hadn't had a strikeout all game in the last 2.5 innings. She's got 5 now, so good job to jinx her. Undo the jinx.
That's right. I was trying to unjinx it.
Kirkendall steps to the plate now. Kirkendall reached on an error, scored the first run of the ball game, and it was a strikeout victim.
Leadoff batter here, Maury, so, go right at her.
Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Ball is lifted in the second base territory. Cancino calls it and makes the play. Gabby with 2 steps over to watch the first baseman for the putout. F-4 for the second out of the inning. Going to bring up the shortstop, Yasmin Fernandez. Yasmin is 1 for 1. single but was stranded at third in the first inning. Walked and scored a run in the third. First pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, Maury, I'd like to go ahead and say thank you to everybody out there listening. It's been a fun season, and I know that we have some other schools that are probably listening in right now. And, you know, thanks to all of y'all in our district and teams that we've broadcasted against this year, or broadcasted their games. It's been a pleasure again, and just in case you and I don't get on the air again after this, thank you, Maury.
You're very welcome. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs. Yasmin Fernandez tries to extend this inning. Ball low, 2 balls and 1 strike.
And the playoffs will start next week, so if anybody's interested in joining our advertising for the playoffs.
Tuesday or Friday?
Tuesday's the district deadline or district certification, so
okay.
it won't happen until Thursday
or
probably
Friday?
at the earliest.
The 2-1 pitch to Fernandez is low, 3 balls and 1 strike. You can see Miller kind of wiping her fingers.
yeah.
It looks like she's having
Get a little slick.
little trouble with that slick softball out there.
And I don't see a towel.
I don't
yet.
either. The 3-1 pitch, and that gets by Renslow. Ball 4.
That could be trouble.
So that's the second walk that Fernandez has reached on. So now the catcher, Alyssa Pena, at the plate. Alyssa singled and drove in a run in the first inning. Then was a strikeout victim in inning number 3. So she's 1 for 2 with an RBI. First pitch lays off a high fastball, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Something Trista and probably Sanchez hadn't had to do much since maybe the beginning of the season is pitch in weather.
Ball is lifted. Foul ball territory. Renslow cannot, and you got to get rid of the mask.
No,
but that's
that
not
is
her
not
ball.
her play.
No,
that is the first baseman's play all day long, and that's just the inexperience of not playing well. I mean, Kennedy has played some third base, but that she has got to call off. The catcher is running at a bad angle to catch that ball. Kennedy's got to call her off right away and get to that ball.
So the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to Burris. Burris with a good play to keep it in the infield. A long throw over, not in time. But that probably saved 60 feet of real estate there because I'm pretty sure Fernandez would have made the turn and headed to third base.
Yeah, and in traditional scoring, Maury, that drop pop-up now becomes an error. You won't see it in a scorebook right now, but I mean, if you were scoring traditionally, once you drop a ball like that in foul territory and the batter ends up reaching base, that becomes an error.
We're going to have a courtesy runner for Pena, the catcher. And it looks like that's going to be number 2. That's going to be Marissa Martinez. So, Fulgham, the cleanup batter, steps to the plate for the Titans. 1 for 2. Lined out to Burris at shortstop and then singled and drove in a run in the 2-run third. First pitch is foul back into the screen. No balls and 1 strike.
And you just hope that misplayed foul ball doesn't come back to bite you. I mean, especially when you're in the middle of the lineup right now for the Titans. This is a big at bat right here.
Well, and I know that was first base's ball, but still as a catcher, when that ball is in the air, you've got to get rid of that mask.
Well, the mask nowadays, Maury, though, those hockey-style masks, there's a lot of people that like to leave them on because they see better. You can see through those masks.
Well,
it's not like the old mask where you just flip it and it comes off. Those masks are a little bit tougher to get off. And, I've seen a lot of major leaguers, they leave them on. Brad Ausmus was one of them. He used to leave that mask on all the time.
He had it on when he was hitting because he couldn't see. The 0-2 is ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fulgham at the plate with 2 outs, 2 runners on. ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
You know, we always comment when Trista leaves one out over the plate with an 0-2 count, but with the 1-2 count, that was a great pitch.
The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball at first, Kennedy with it, and unassisted for the putout.
Yeah, good job there,
So that
McKenzie.
squashes the rally there. 3 unassisted for the out. For the Titans of that inning, no runs on 1 hit. 2 more left on base. We head to the 5th. Medina Valley 9, Southwest Legacy 3. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
The folks from Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm invite you out this weekend to enjoy Belgian sausage on a bun, fresh cut fries with their homemade andalouse sauce, or a Belgian waffle with strawberries, whipped cream, and Belgian chocolate drizzle. They've got lawn games and a pretty cool playground to keep you and the kids entertained. Open Thursday through Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Check out shotandbull.com or their Facebook page to see upcoming live music and public events. If you're looking to host an event of your own, consider Shotzi's Barn and Barnyard. It's got some good old-fashioned rustic charm with lots of fresh air. They'd be honored to celebrate life's best moments with you at Shot and Bowl at Decock Farm.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Welcome back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Gabby Cancino will lead off for the Panthers, followed by Upton and McKenzie. Gabby is perfect at the plate. 2 singles, scored a run, and drove in a pair. So 2 for 2 with a run scored and 2 RBI so far for the second baseman for Medina Valley. Batting in the 6 hole tonight. Blanca Sanchez back out there for her 4th inning of work, 4 2/3. Gabby takes the first pitch, swing and a miss, no balls and 1 strike. (9-7-4) for Medina Valley, 3-6-1 for Southwest Legacy. The 0-1 pitch is a ground ball, gets by the pitcher. Third baseman over to throw in
Nice
time.
play.
Great play by Elizondo Galvan at third base. Looked like when it got past the pitcher with Gabby's speed, she would make it there, but a good play, a good throw on the run for out number 1. Going to bring up Kaylee Upton. Kaylee is perfect at the plate as well. Single, scored a run, and walked. 1 for 1 with a run scored. First pitch from Sanchez is outside and high, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right up the middle for a base hit. It's the 8th hit of the ball game for Panther hitters. A 1-out single. It's going to bring up Mackenzie Kennedy. Kennedy is 1 for 2, a double, a run scored, and 3 RBI, and then lined out to Fernandez at shortstop. So 1 for 2, run scored, 3 RBI for the first baseman, Kennedy. First pitch is outside and high, 1 ball and no strikes. Panthers with 9 runs in the first, but then 3 straight zeros. The 1-0 pitch is a strike called, 1 ball and 1 strike. McKenzie steps out. Checks the signals from Coach Buentello at third. Now back in. Awaits the 1-1 pitch. Squares around, pulls it back. Upton in motion and gets by. The throw was up the line towards first base.
Ooh,
and Fernandez could not apply the tag.
Kind of interesting call there. Was that a bunt and run or a straight steal or?
I'm not sure, but the pitch was a strike.
Yeah, so, I mean, she pulled back, so the pitch was a strike. So you would think if it was a bunt and run, she'd have been bunting.
But the throw pulled Fernandez up the line. And once again, Jeff, you still got to be sliding.
Oh, absolutely.
Got away with that. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Upton did that a couple weeks ago, remember, over at third base.
Yes. Well, actually, that was a ball. It's 2-1.
Oh, it was a ball.
Yep.
Okay.
3 balls and 1 strike now is the count. First base is open. Sanchez with a 3-1 pitch. Kennedy takes it for ball 4.
Okay, with 1 out. Who's up? Yeah. Oh, you're going to see a bunt here.
Going to bring up Elena Gonzalez. Probably your best bunter on the team for the Panthers.
And if she's bunting correctly, she should be trying to push bunt in this situation, I would think. Try to get it past the pitcher, maybe to the right side.
First pitch, squares around, takes it high, 1 ball and no strikes.
I definitely wouldn't bunt it down the third base line with her charging. But you're trying to advance the runners to second and third, so anything to the right side.
It would be tough for Galvan to field out at third and then turn around and throw it to Fernandez, who would be covering third. And that's where she bunts it. One play, and that's the first. That's overthrow, throws it away, and that's going to be cut off. A good play there by the right fielder. And now Kennedy is in a pickle here.
Get to third base.
Go all the way back.
No. Now she's in no man's land.
Oh, my. Is that just self-destructed for the Panthers?
Well, Maury, in that situation, girls are going to get in pickles. It's going to happen. You're going to get in rundowns. But what you should immediately do as the trail runner is to get to the next base.
Exactly.
And she's down. She got tagged kind of hard.
She landed awkwardly when she fell.
And bless her heart, I hope she's okay. But, I mean, she's got to learn. She's had so many base running mistakes this year, as have a lot of the Panther young players. And right there you had 2 freshmen with 2 base running mistakes in the same inning, and it ran you out of an inning. But you did get a run.
Yeah, a good sacrifice by Elena.
Absolutely.
Got in the run, but then 2 kind of base running blunders ended the inning. But the Panthers in that inning, 1 run on 1 hit, nobody left on base. We're through 4.5. The Panthers 10, Southwest Legacy 3. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers get 1 run across there in the top of the 5th. They've extended the lead to 10-3. Legacy will send to the plate 5-6-7. Elizondo Galvan, the third baseman, will lead off.
And more, as good as it was to see the Panthers get back on the board and start swinging the bat again, it's really disappointing when you leave. You had second and third and 1 out, and with that error. So to leave with only 1 run kind of is almost disappointing.
2 balls and no strikes. Galvan has made some great plays at third base.
Yes, she has.
At the plate, she is 1 for 2. Grounded out to the pitcher and then singled and drove in a run in the 2-run third. Lifts that one down the third baseline, but it will fall foul. 2 balls and 1 strike now is the count. Galvan Sanchez Cepeda for the Titans here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-1 pitch. That ball is lifted. Will it stay fair? If it's fair, it's gone. And it is gone. That is all the way up the hill. A leadoff home run by Galvan. And that has cut the lead to 9-4 now. 7 hits in the ball game. As that was a no-doubter. It was just a matter of was it going to stay fair, and it did by a plenty of room.
That one definitely was a little further than Guerrero's.
Blanca Sanchez steps to the plate now. Blanca started out in right field and then was inserted inside the circle midway through the first.
You know, you gave that one up, Maury. You got one at the top of the inning. You gave that one up, so now you need to settle down and get your, what do we got, 5, 6, 7 coming up?
6, 7, 8 right now.
6, 7, 8. You need to get these outs here.
Sanchez is 0 for 2. Flied out to Sotelo and then struck out. Bunts it. Guerrero charging hard. A quick throw over to first.
Nice
in time.
You know, and Guerrero did a great job there, Maury. We talked last week about her not breaking down and charging so hard that she's out of control. That time she was under control. She broke down. She fielded the ball, had plenty of time, strong enough arm. She's got a cannon for an arm, and she whipped it over there and got her out.
And Kennedy right off the shoe tops with a good.
Yep. Kennedy did a good job also.
Play there at first base, picking it. So 1 out now as Cepeda steps to the plate. Cepeda started out in the circle, but then was relieved midway through the first. Has been in right field. Perfect at the plate. A walk, a single, and an RBI. So 1 for 1 with an RBI. Cepeda takes that 1-0 pitch high. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I think Trista's is getting a little frustrated with the strike zone. You can see her kind of her body mannerisms after that pitch, because that to me looked like it could have been called a strike.
2-0 pitch inside, 3 balls and no strikes.
And now she just looks like she's getting frustrated with herself.
Well, he's liked that inside pitch all night, and that looked like one that has been called a strike before, but did not get the call here.
It's tough for us to see how high the pitches are or how low they are.
Taken all the way.
That one I can tell is right down the pipe.
Yeah, that was
if I
no
watch
doubter.
the catcher's mitt, I can see. But I'm looking around a pillar like you are, and kind of hard to see everything.
So 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch to Cepeda is low, ball 4. 4th walk of the ball game. That's going to bring up the designated player, number 15, Hannah Williams. We may have a pinch hitter because Williams was 0 for 2. She struck out both times. And I think this was the young lady that led off the first game we played the Titans, because they had a lefty leading off. So Alexis Lozano, the flex player, now at the plate, takes the first pitch for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, Maura, I'm not real sure in softball either how you work that right-handed, left-handed kind of matchup deal that you see a lot of in college baseball and Major League Baseball. But it probably isn't a bad thing when you've got a right-handed pitcher like Tristan Miller who likes the changeup, and you get a left-handed bat in there and you tell her, hey, just try to keep everything closed and try to hit it back up the middle or the other way.
2 balls and 1 strike now is the count to Lozano.
Which is always easier said than done.
Cepeda, your runner at first. Two 1 pitch, slap down third base line, but foul.
Especially when they're slappers. We don't, we hadn't seen. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah,
There's
did.
not a single slapper in the district. But you go to these
How
select
times have
tournaments,
changed.
and the select tournaments, everybody's slapping.
The 2-2 pitch. She went around for the strikeout for out number 2. But that's what Tone Loke said. That's what happens when bodies start slapping.
Yeah, I don't know that he was talking about softball, but
oh, okay. Thought it was a base hit. So now RC steps to the plate, the center fielder. RC with a beautiful sacrifice in the second inning. But the runner was stranded at second base.
Tone Loke.
The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1-1. 10-4 is your score. As the Titans are chipping away here on this lead by Medina Valley. The 1-1 pitch, taken high, 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs. Cepeda stands still at second base with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch. That went off, or that's in foul ball territory. That's a dead ball. This is a big out here, Jeff. You don't want to take it back to the top of the order with 2 runners on base. I'd like to see Kirkendall come up to the plate to lead off an inning.
Yeah, and this is also a big out because the game becomes official.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Miller delivers. Swing and a miss for the strikeout for out number 3. For Southwest Legacy in that inning, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We head to the 6th, Medina Valley 10, Titans 4. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the 6th. 10-4 is your score in favor of Medina Valley. Panthers will send to the plate 1, 2, 3, Guerrero, Renslow, and Miller. Guerrero is 2 for 3, a single, a 3-run home run, and a run scored, and then a ground out to the third baseman. So Guerrero has been productive out of that leadoff spot for Medina Valley. Sanchez back out there for the Titans. Guerrero takes the first pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, I do see, Maury, that whoever loses this game will be playing the Edison Golden Bears as they finished undefeated in their district. And
ball is fouled off, 1-1.
Won the district championship.
And if I am correct, from what 2 of the baseball players told me, it looks like if things end up like they are, that the baseball team will also be playing Edison in the first round.
Oh, really?
Yes. Guerrero takes the 1-1 pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch lined into right field for a base hit. 10 hits now in the ball game for the Panthers. Lead off single for the Panthers in the 6th. Medina Valley looking to add on some runs here.
I would almost woo, am I that loud? Sorry, I would almost expect a bunt here. This is a great opportunity to let Renslow, not only practice bunting if she's going to be batting in that 2 hole, but to get that runner in scoring position. And
bunts it, and a good job by Galvan of letting that ball go foul.
Maureen, that's not a good bunt attempt there. She kind of swung at that. And, the one thing you always tell bunters when you're teaching bunters is what? Don't swing at it. You let the bat absorb the ball. And right there, she just was kind of swinging. And once again, Maury, it's what, like we talk about. It's a sacrifice. You're not drag bunting. You're not bunting for a base hit. You square around, you get the bat squared and up by your eyes, and you bunt the ball down. Now she's slapping.
That's a ground ball. A good play. It wasn't a ground. Yeah, it fell out of her glove.
Yeah, that was. You know what?
Wow.
That's a base hit because that would have been a great play. That would have been a great play if she would have caught it. So in my book, my opinion, that's a base hit. Now, she couldn't make the play at second either because she was laid out flat. So an infield single is how I would score that.
So Galvan with a gallant effort there, but just could not bring it in. But a good job of getting on base by Renslow. Miller now at the plate. Trista slaps it one down.
And here's the old definite, Maury. No outs, first and second. You bunt those runners over to get them in scoring position.
Trista is 0 for 2, walked in the first inning, scored the second run, then grounded out to the third baseman and to the second baseman, respectively. Down in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Squaring around the bunt, pulls it back, now bunts it at the catcher's feet. 0-2. Guerrero at second, Renslow at first. No outs. Panthers bat here in the top of the 6th with a 10-4 lead. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Execution. We've talked about this whole season executing. When the situation warrants it, you got to execute the call. And now Trista Miller in this situation, her job is always been to advance the runners. Now she needs to advance the runners by swinging the bat.
Looks like we're going to have number 23 come in and run.
Courtesy runner for the catcher?
Jasmine Salazar.
Jazzy.
Will run for Renslow, the catcher. So Salazar at first, Guerrero at second. Nobody out, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Miller. That ball is lifted into center field.
It's
Center
trouble.
fielder going over and makes the play on the run. Good job by Arcee going to her right for the out. F8 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Katie Burris. Katie is 0 for 2, a fielder's choice. Ground out to the third baseman. Scored the third run of the ball game for Medina Valley. First pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Things don't change here for Katie. She needs to look for her pitch. Bell tie, drive it.
Sanchez, the 1-0 pitch. That ball is lifted down the first base line, and Cepeda just cannot get to it in foul ball territory.
That was a funny-looking swing that time by Katie. Like she was almost unsure of the swing, and she kind of drug the bat through the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
And I can't hardly see.
The 1-1 pitch. That ball is lifted in the infield. Shallow center field. Center fielder comes in, and Arcee makes the play. Calls off Kirkendall at second base. F8 for out number 2 in the inning. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Madison Sotelo. Madison is 0 for 2. Reached on an error, scored a run, and flew out to the center fielder. Runners still hold at first and second with 2 outs. First pitch to Madison is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Guerrero at first, Salazar, the courtesy runner for Renslow at first. The 1-0 pitch, outside and high, 2 balls and no strikes.
So Sotelo's going to get a pitch to hit here with runners on first and second. 2-0 count. And one of your hottest hitters on deck. So you would expect Sanchez to throw something in there that Sotelo can hit.
The 2-0 pitch.
Boy,
strike called.
She threw that changeup right down the pipe.
2-1 now to Sotelo.
Tough pitch to swing at, though, if you're looking for a fastball. I can't even stand up and get a good angle.
The 2-1 pitch. Ball is lifted down the first base line. Fulgham in foul ball territory makes the play. So after leadoff singles for the Panthers, 3 straight outs.
Yeah.
And Sanchez works out of that little mini jam. No runs, no hits. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th, Medina Valley 10, Southwest Legacy 4. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 1-2-3 up for the Titans. Kirkendall, Fernandez, and Pena. Kirkendall is 0 for 3. Reached on an error, scored the first run of the ball game, then struck out to end inning number 2, and popped up to Cancino at second base. So she is 0 for 3.
Maury, while we're here and got a pause in the action, I want to reach out and say that everybody's thinking about our buddy Gyro, who is a little under the weather right now, and he might be listening. So, Gyro, if you are listening, we're thinking about you, praying for you, and we know everything's going to turn out just fine.
And we love you, man.
Yep.
Kirkendall takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
6 outs, Maury, for Legacy.
Swing and a miss. Change up. 1 ball and 1 strike.
This is when you can start counting it down.
The 1-1 pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I know we're reaching the twilight part of the evening, but it sure looks like it's getting a little heavier out there. I was just watching a vehicle turn in the parking lot, and reflections off the pavement show pretty wet. 2-1 pitch, and that ball is lifted out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just enough to make all that grease and oil and stuff on the highway get up there and make everything real slick. So be careful driving home, everybody that's on the road. Strike called, nice. A backwards K. Strikeout looking for out number 1. That's 8 strikeouts now for Miller. He's going to bring up Yasmin Fernandez. Fernandez perfect at the plate. A single in the first inning, but was stranded at third, and then back-to-back walks. So she has reached base all 3 times. Miller has not figured out Fernandez tonight. Swing and a miss, though, for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike. Ball is fouled down the first base line. No balls and 2 strikes. Fernandez down in the count, 0-2. Let's see if Miller can get an out here on Fernandez for the first time in 4 at-bats. The 0-2 pitch just off the plate, a good location there. Miller trying to work away, trying to get Fernandez to chase something a little off the plate. But discipline Yasmin did not offer. The 1-2 pitch, high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Guerrero and Burris with some words of encouragement to Trista inside the circle. And the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to start off inning number 6. That's going to bring up Alyssa Pena, the catcher. Alyssa is 2 for 3. Drove in the first run of the ball game for the Titans. Strikeout and then a single, and was stranded at second base. First pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Miller back in. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch bounces in there. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's like Trista wasn't too comfortable with her lead foot there, as it looks like the infield might be getting a little slick. 2-1 is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. Foul back, fills up the count now. Payoff pitch coming to Pena. See if Miller can strike out the side here in the 6th. The payoff pitch, high, ball 4. So a 2-out walk. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Destiny Fulgham. Clean-up batter steps to the plate. Fulgham is 1 for 3. Lined out to Burris at short. Singled and drove in a run in the 2-run second. Scored a run, excuse me. And then grounded out to the first baseman. Courtesy runner in now for the catcher, Pena. Miller with a long look in. First pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Strike called, 1-1. Renslow framed that perfect for the umpire there. Sotelo giving Fulgham some room there as he's about 2 feet off the warning track. Ground ball to Miller at pitcher's mound over to first for the putout. So 1-3 for the out. For the Titans, no runs on no hits. 1 left on base. We head to the 7th, Medina Valley 10. Titans 4. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the 7th. Line score for the Panthers, 10-11-4. For the Titans, 4-6-2. Panthers 9 runs in the first and have scored 1 in the 5th for the 10 runs. 1 run in the first for the Titans, 2 runs in the third, and 1 in the 5th. Gabby Cancino now at the plate for Medina Valley. Gabby is 2 for 3. 2 singles, a run scored, and 2 RBI. Gotta like that production out of your number 6 hitter in the lineup. Sanchez back out there for the Titans. That ball is lifted first base side. A good job by Fulgham going back and making the play. Over shoulder catch for Fulgham for out number 1. Now stepping to the plate for the Panthers, the extra hitter, Kaylee Upton. Upton is perfect at the plate. 2 for 2, 2 singles, a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. First pitch is a strike called, no balls and 1 strike.
Maury, that must have been like the 5th pop-up in a row.
Well, we had the first 2 runners on in the last inning and then 3 pop-ups, 2 to the flyouts, 2 to the center fielder and 1 to the first baseman. Throw over by the shortstop, Fernandez. Quick throw over for the putout. 6-3 for the out. So Sanchez working quickly in this inning. Four out of the last 5 outs have been via the flyout. Kennedy now steps to the plate. McKenzie is 1 for 2. A double, 3 RBI, and a run scored, and then lined out to the shortstop Fernandez, and then reached on a walk. So 1 for 2. First pitch is a ball 1. Kennedy with a ground ball down the third baseline, foul. That one will go to the dugout because I'm sure that one's very wet. That rolled all the way into the corner.
I think I saw a little rooster tail on it.
Yeah, like a dragster down there, huh? McKenzie steps out and gathers herself. Now back in. Awaits the 1-1 pitch from Sanchez. Pitch is on its way, and it is just off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Foul back into the screen. And David, you watched all the ball games. The first 2 times that the Panthers faced Titans and the Dragons, Panthers were wore out by that outside pitch. They were getting the call off the plate. This umpire hasn't given it all night.
No, in fact, he's more liking the inside pitch right now.
Yep.
And it's really causing legacy pitcher problems.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball is low, full count. And they, and if you've scouted Medina Valley, that's where you're going to go if that's what's worked. But the second time around, the Dragons and the Titans didn't get that pitch, and the tables were flipped. Medina Valley won the second matchup both times. So the payoff pitch by Sanchez. Kennedy fouls that off. Count holds it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Tell you what, Maury, she's taking some hacks up there.
Yes, she is. McKenzie waits the full count pitch. That ball is lifted, foul again. 9 pitches now in this at bat for McKenzie. Sanchez checks the pitching chart, the payoff pitch once again, and that's ball 4. Good at bat by Mackenzie Kennedy. 5th walk of the ball game, issued by Southwest Pitching. Southwest Legacy.
Got your flex player coming in now, Maury.
Flex player Aubrey Dominguez will step to the plate. She will bat for Elena Gonzalez. Elena was 0 for 1. Walked, scored a run, grounded out, and then sacrificed, but was eliminated after the rundown. So the first plate appearance for Dominguez. That ball is lifted into center field. Center fielder R.C. Innan makes the play. F8 for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. No runs on no hits. 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Medina Valley 10. Southwest Titans, Legacy Titans 4. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Panthers just 3 outs away to wrap up the number 3 seed in the district. Elizondo Galvan will lead off, followed by Sanchez and then Cepeda. 5, 6, 7 for the Titans. Galvan is 2 for 3. Grounded out to the pitcher and then singled. Drove in a run and then drove in a run of her own with a home run. A bomb out there. A bullet halfway up the Taos Hill over there. The 1 pitch is a ball called, 1 ball and 1 strike.
She hit one like Baker used to hit in slow pitch softball out there in some of them tournaments.
Baker.
I saw Baker last week at Sammy's.
Sports for supper?
No, we didn't have sports for supper, but we were having supper.
The 1-1 pitch is a strike called, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, old Baker used to hit some moonshots. With the PE bat.
Yep. The 1-2 pitch just off the plate. Renslow tried to frame that one, but did not get the call. And
everybody in the infield's jumping up and down thinking it was a strikeout.
It was close.
And they are down to their last 3 outs. And every one you can get right now is a big one.
2-2 pitch. Ground ball just outside foul ball territory down the third base line. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And Guerrero, I'm sure her mom likes washing whenever she gets home because Guerrero will never go home clean. She gets dirty every game. She didn't have any dirt on the front of her pants, so she had to do that.
Yep, the only spot.
Yep.
The 2-2 pitch. The ball is lifted. Burris out in the shallow center field, makes an over-the-shoulder catch for the out. F6 if you're scoring at home. A beautiful play out there in shallow center for Burris. That is only the 4th fly out of the ball game.
Yeah, that, you know what that tells me is that Miller's changeup has really not been working, because if her changeup's working, the batters are getting out in front of it and they're underneath it and they're popping it up.
Sanchez steps to the plate now. Blanca is 0 for 3. Fried out to Sotelo, struck out and grounded out to Guerrero. Takes the first pitch down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Base hit in the hole in between third and short. A 1-out single for Sanchez. Eight hits now in the ball game for Southwest. Cepeda now steps to the plate. Cepeda is perfect at the plate for the Titans. A walk, a single, an RBI, and a walk.
Glad people that are listening. Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing.
Strike called. No balls in 1 strike. Cepeda with 1 out, runner at first. Titans down to their last 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Have we turned a 4-6 double play this year?
4-6? I don't
4-6-3
think so.
double play?
I don't think so.
Or 6-4? Have we turned a double play in the infield
Yeah,
or ground ball?
yeah, I think we have.
I don't remember one.
I don't either. I'm trying to think back.
You would think there was, but I know we haven't hit into one.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Not a 6-4-3, have we?
Yeah, we hit into one last week against Floresville.
1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. Cepeda lifts that one. Burris barely has to take in a step for the put out.
Down to 1 out.
6 for the out. Down to 1 out now. As a pinch hitter now at the plate.
Number 17.
Anaya Torres now at the plate. She will be batting for Hannah Williams, who has the hat trick, the sombrero. She has struck out all 3 times. So Torres steps up to the plate now.
She's in there taking rips.
Swing and a miss. Last hope for the Titans here. Swing and a miss. 1 strike left for the Titans. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Three
Miller
straight
finishes
fastballs.
her off with a strikeout to end the ball game. Final score of the ball game: Medina Valley 10, Southwest Legacy Titans 4. Panthers wrap up the 3rd seed in the district. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Truck Month is going on now at North Park Chevrolet. Get the lowest posted prices of the year, plus 0.9% APR financing for 72 months, and an additional $1,000 for accessories on every new Chevrolet truck, like a 2020 Colorado Crew Cab, posted at $24,999, or the all-new Silverado, posted at $29,999. Experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball, as the Medina Valley Panthers have won this seeding game here against Southwest Titan Legacy, and the Panthers wrap up the third spot in district. And as Jeff mentioned, it looks like we will be playing Edison, Jeff?
No. Southwest Legacy will be playing Edison. I believe we're going to be playing
Edison was
Highlands.
Edison was undefeated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll be playing, I think it's Highlands is who we'll be playing, and I think they finished 2 or 3 games out of first place in district, but which is a lot better than the third and fourth place teams finished, and they all finished, in a kind of a jumble with 5, 6, 7 losses.
It wasn't top heavy like this district.
Well, it was top heavy. It
Which
was
is
top
the
heavy
one.
with 2.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
2 teams were a lot better than the all 4. The rest of them.
Right.
But so anyway, we're going to get probably the Highlands Owls, and I would assume Coach Monteo will be getting together with them if they haven't already talked about something, and we'll have a decision on what they're going to be doing here. What is today? Thursday? Probably by the end of the weekend, I would think they would have something set up.
So the Panthers take the seeding game 10-4. I want to thank the University of St. Mary's for being gracious hosts for us this season. We appreciate it. Coach Fields and the rest of the St. Mary's faculty and crew. We want to thank them.
They're going to try to drag it. I bet it's going to stick to that drag.
The field was in beautiful shape, as it always is. And, Jeff, we're going to turn it over to you.
So Tanya's Travel by Design Player of the Game. We are going to have, we have co-players of the game, and it's going to be a pair of freshmen. Because of what they accomplished today mainly in that first inning. But then, of course, the rest of the game, they really kept the pressure on by getting on base.
6 out of the 8 times.
Yeah, 6 out of the 8 times these 2 freshmen reached base. And not only that, they had 4 RBIs, and all 4 of them came in that first inning. So Kaylee Upton and Mackenzie Kennedy. Kaylee Upton had a 2-for-3 game with a walk mixed in there and an RBI. And Mackenzie Kennedy had a 1-for-2 game with a 3-run double with bases loaded in that first inning, which really put a dagger into Legacy right at the beginning of it was the first inning, which at that point put the Panthers up 8-0, I believe. Oh, no. Because we had another one here. Well, it was a bunch.
That put us up 6.
Yeah, 6-0, and then she ended up scoring a run when on the Gutierrez home run. But she
Guerrero.
Guerrero.
Yeah.
Home run.
Then 2 walks.
She also walked twice, which had base runners. You can't score if you don't have base runners, and we talk about it. And it's one of the traditions and one of the things about baseball, softball, whatever game it may be. You got to get on base. You got to do whatever you can to get on base, and you've got to sacrifice runners over, and you got to get the big hit, situational hitting. All this stuff plays into the game, and it's play the game within the game. And both of these 2 young ladies played the game within the game tonight, and we want to congratulate them as the Tanya's Travel by Design Players of the Game.
And with that said, Panthers take the seeding game and finish third in the seeding. And we'll move on to play the number 2 team in the district 27 5A in the first round of the playoffs. For Maury Stein, sitting along David Burris and Jeff Stivers, saying good night and God bless, and y'all have a safe trip home.